Today I want to just take out time to talk about depression. These days, with the things happening around in this country, so many people are depressed. It's not shown anyway, it's not written on the face. You may not even know it. But depression is something we should really start looking into and taking seriously. So, what is depression anyway? Depression is a mood disorder. I saw it, the explanation as written out in Google, that it is a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest. A mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest. So many things can cause depression, so many things, ranging from maybe loss of a loved one, loss of job, too much thinking, so many things. I actually really need to go deeper into the research on depression. You understand? Let me use myself for example. Before 2021 August that my mother died, before that, I'm not fat, but you won't call me a thin person. So, but sometimes I think that maybe my weight is getting out of order. I try. Although with my size, I'm very smart, very agile, energetic, and all that. But your mind will sometimes play tricks on you. So I just thought to reduce weight, I did all I could, little exercise here and there, not always anyway. But sometimes I'll buy all this tea, they call it slimming tea or slim tea. I tried a whole lot. I wasted money. So what happened was that I think none of it worked. I was still energetic and I had my myself, my build the way it was. I didn't reduce. Rather, if I had to even stay for long, I will increase. But normally, I'm not always that person that reduces or increases just like that. Just like that. So what happened? What happened was that then come 2021 August 16th to be precise, I lost my mother. That till date is still my worst experience in life. Worst experience. So I lost her, and I really didn't know that I gradually became depressed. I didn't know. And again, I had to be out of office for 2 weeks, then came back, did 2 weeks in the office, then took another, 2 weeks off and on like that. But I didn't know I was depressed, because you would still, eat, or I don't know how to explain the feeling, but then I was down. I was literally going down. Then I started losing weight without doing anything. At this point, I was no longer taking the tea and all that. I was not losing weight. and it was really obvious. I think, if I'm not exaggerating, before her death I was like 92, between 92 and 95. I was juggling in that kg, 92, 95 often, even though the doctor had advised that I reduce weight. At some point in life I was also battling BP, so they said for my weight, the size I needed, but all those things, nothing worked. My size remained at it was. But then, after the death, I started reducing in weight, reducing in size. Although people were telling me, you're losing weight, I was just laughing because I didn't feel it. The only day I really got worried was, we all have this particular dress or skirt or cloth that is like a check for you. So I had this skirt that is always fitted. In fact, I added and it became so tight on me, but I love this skirt so much that I didn't give it out. It's still with me. And then one day I had to pick this dress in this period of depression. My God, I had to look at the skirt again to be sure that I picked the right skirt, knowing how it fits on me. I put my hand on the edge and I pulled it forward to see the space. I was shocked. That was when I told myself, you have really, really reduced though. When I went to the hospital for checkup and I checked my weight, they told me my weight was it 84, or that's a whole 10 kg or so lost. Me that I've been struggling to lose even 3. Now, with ease, 10 left. See, our mental health is paramount, and depression can kill, in the sense that sometimes a person may not even know that he or she is going through depression. Because my own is that, I felt, why did she have to leave at this time? I prayed God, give her 2 more years. Why didn't you just give her 2 more years to complete 80 so you can take her? Then God. And so some nights I would cry myself to sleep. And sometimes I would not want anyone to see. And when I resumed back in the office, sometimes when it comes, I'll just go to the restroom and do my tears, and then clean my tears and come back. It was so heavy on me. At some point, you won't even know that if you're a Christian, you were getting angry with your maker. I think people should be more accommodating. I was not withdrawn anyway, so I will still be a bit lively sometimes, but probably when alone, or when I've gone home or something, or I am walking on the road and I see an elderly woman with somebody, and I look at the woman and I'll say, this one is over 80. Just anything could trigger that state of sadness. Or somebody is talking and the person says, my mother said, and it's a trigger for me to become sad, as if I'm not happy the person's mother is alive. But that's not it. I'm happy. What comes into mind is that, I can't talk about my mother. I can't say I said this to my mother. I can't say my mother did. If I'm talking about her, it's in the past. So if you find yourself in this state where you're always sad, probably you're not even losing weight and you think it's nothing, everybody thinks, check it. If you have lost a loved one, we may never ever get over that person. but we can handle our reaction so that it will not take us away when it's not time. You see many people committing suicide. It starts from this place. Oh, I'm not good. I'm not supposed to exist. Or please. And for those who are harsh, you can talk down on anybody. You can stand up to anybody. You can do so much in hurting people, both mentally or even physically. Stop it. You might be pushing somebody into depression, or you might even be pushing somebody to suicide. See it around everywhere. People are committing suicide. I'll still talk about suicide. Suicide is not an option, but we have so many people who have taken that route. Is it really worth it? Depression is real. And please, when you see somebody who is sad or who has gone through one loss or the other, if you really, really have nothing to say to that person, please keep quiet. It's not me being rude. It's me telling you, your silence at this point might be golden. You might go and speak something that will even trouble the person more. You see somebody who is hurting you, you tell the person, are you not strong? Be strong now. What is there? You're not the first. Please, he or she may not be the first, but that may be his or her first experience on losing somebody. Or don't just think that no matter the height you think the person has gotten to, we are all human beings. Don't go and talk the person into saying stop. Don't let God get angry with you. You see, you now come from the religious side. Instead of understanding that this person is hurting, the spirit might be willing, but at that point in time, both the flesh and the spirit are weak. Both the flesh and the spirit are weak. And you're there telling the person, be strong. It will still happen again. Please, if the person is crying, allow him or her to cry out his or her heart. They will be fine. If you shut them up from crying, you're killing them internally and you're not helping. Depression is real. I pray for everyone going through this, that God will help you out. Jesus is all you need anyway. I've not said that. On the other part, you can occupy yourself with things that will not give you room to start brooding over it. You can exercise if you're free. Like me, I like to sing and dance. Whether you know it or not, I'll just sing and dance if you can. But if you're not like me, look for something to occupy you. Jesus loves you. It's for a while. Cry or cry. Clean your tears. Thank you. My name is Ijeoma Simon. Keep watching out for this space. I think it's time for me to let the cat out of the bag. God bless you.